I like this color.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Hi everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Giulia, I'm a color analyst, and today we're here with my friend Matthew. So we're going to analyze his colors. Thank you so much, Matt, for being here today.
Thank you so much. Another time I'll be a guinea pig again. So
Exactly. So guys, Matthew is a friend of mine. I have an idea about his season. Of course, you cannot look at a person and determine the color palette, but of course I've seen Matthew so many times wearing so many different colors in so many different light settings that I have an idea, but let's see what happens during the analysis, because only the drapes will tell us the truth. So guys, as you can see, I covered the color that Matthew is wearing today, so we can work with a plain canvas, and also I covered his hair. Why? Because right now we need to analyze his undertone to see, Matthew, if you belong to the left or right side of our graph. So on the left we have the two cool seasons, winter and summer, while on the right we have the two warm seasons, spring and autumn. So let's see if your undertone is cool, therefore blue based, or warm, therefore yellow based. So how can we understand if you work better with cool or warm colors? Comparing cool and warm colors each time. So here we have a berry version of red. As you can see, this red is very violet for a red, compared to the warm one. This is very orangey for a red. Okay, so the difference is the undertone. This is yellow based, warm, and this is blue based, cool. Let's see how your skin reacts to the different color temperatures. Okay, so look at your face, don't look at the colors, and we go from cool to warm. Okay.
I don't understand what it is, but I can see the difference.
It's very good that you can see that there is a difference. Now I'm going to guide you to see which one of the two options is the one that we like the most in color analysis. Now we're looking for harmony. I can see that here your skin looks quite smooth. It looks natural, it looks normal. Okay, let's say this is your usual, okay, appearance, while here what's happening, it looks like your skin is not as even, not as smooth as it was with the cool color. If we swap the order, now we start with the warm one and we go to the cool. Can you see?
Yeah.
Can you see that we clean up your skin?
Yeah.
And you can really see the difference when you compare and you do the swap. Because, to be fair, it's not like if you wear something like this, you notice that something is not working. Okay.
But you can tell when you swap.
But when you swap,
yeah,
this is way better. Okay, so color analysis, guys, remember, doesn't tell us that we shouldn't do things, that we shouldn't use a certain color, but color analysis reveals what are the very best colors for us. So always in a positive way. It's not like, you know, something is bad about this color, but if you can choose between a tomato red or more of a berry sort of red, well, the berry version of red is way more harmonious next to you, Matt. So now we lean towards the cool side. Now, these two lighter colors, we have a cool pink, blue-based, or a salmon version of pink, which is warm, and you go, Now you saw it. Of course, the more we go on with the analysis, the more details your eyes are able to pick up, right? Once again, when we go from cool to warm, and let's say that in this case your skin gets this yellowy look, but it doesn't look like a golden healthy tan. Plus it looks like you have a hint of inflammation in your skin, especially here on your forehead, but it's just the color, because as soon as we switch off the warmth and we swap towards the cool, all smooth, clean, fresh. Okay.
It's incredible the difference you can see.
It is, isn't it? Now let's start with the warm brown as a dark color, or navy blue as a dark color, which is cool. Okay, warm brown, navy blue. Okay, wow. I like the depth of this color on you, but apart from that, we can still see this yellowish light going on. It's like your real colors are hidden underneath this layer of yellow. When we remove the warmth, sharper, more defined, cleaner. So much better, absolutely. So navy blue is a perfect color for you in the dark, in the deeper side of the scale, way better than a dark brown.
And I like navy blue, so it's perfect.
Okay, easy, perfect. Now to whites we have cream, which is warm. Can you see that it's yellowy as a white, or pure stark vivid white where there's like more light, okay?
Yeah.
And it also looks like this light is coming from you, okay? So the coolness is coming from underneath your skin. Why? The warmth is not coming from your skin, it's only coming from here. And now silver and gold. Do you wear much jewelry or watches?
I do.
Okay.
I wear jewelry.
More towards the silver side.
I've always liked silver more.
I know. And now, we expect silver to work better than gold because so far we've had a preference for the cool side, and silver represents the cool side, while gold, yellow, represents the warm side. Okay, so between gold and silver, very evident, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen people reacting even a bit less to these colors.
Obviously, skin is all over your body. So does this work for my wrists as well? So if I'm wearing a silver watch or something like that?
Yes, exactly. Mentioning the wrist though, there's this test going on TikTok and Instagram, which is the vein test. If you have blue veins, your undertone is cool. If you have green veins, your undertone is warm. Guys, this is not accurate. So the color of the veins has nothing to do with the undertone of your skin. Plus, we don't want the colors to look nice on our wrist. We're looking for the harmony with our face. That said though, a nice watch in the correct metal, we can say, will complement the rest of the outfit better. So if you're cool in undertone, and now we can say you are cool in undertone, of course silver jewelry, but even silver details in your outfits would complement, okay, your image definitely better compared to warm gold details. Look at this, from gold to silver. Unbelievable, eh?
It smoothens everything.
Yes,
it's just incredible.
And also now two colors that are quite interesting because this one is very cool, not just cool, and this is very warm, not just warm. So rust, electric blue.
So you tell me I'm a cool person.
Definitely. You're a cool person. Last but not least, if we try to analyze the undertone just using the frames, this is your skin surrounded by warm colors and your skin surrounded by cool colors. Okay. Even here with the frames, the difference is quite evident. So
it's almost magic though.
Yeah. You can really see the difference, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. So welcome to my world. So yeah, Matt, your undertone is cool, therefore you belong to the left side of the graph. This means that your season is going to be either winter or summer, depending on your level of intensity. So Matt, in order to understand if you belong to the winter palette or the summer palette, we need to compare a winter color, emerald green, and a summer color, sage green. So we do green versus green. So these two colors, undertone-wise, are both correct because they're both cool. But these two colors differ in terms of intensity. This is very, very muted, and this is very, very intense,
bright,
very bright. So the difference is in the amount of gray inside these colors. Zero gray, a lot of gray. So let's see which one out of these two colors works better next to your colors that have a specific level of intensity. Soft or bright? Okay, what happens here, Matt? This color is very intense, but it's not too intense on you. it looks like this color is strong enough to support the high level of intensity of your colors, okay? Your colors don't have a lot of gray in them. They look quite clear, okay? Especially your skin, which is the most important part. Well, can you see that this color is a bit too weak next to you? Like it kind of disappears next to you.
Now I understand. Yeah.
So these two colors are two extremes of a scale. Very soft and very bright. You definitely lean towards the very bright, but you're not even that much in between, let's say. Like this works so much better than sage. Okay, so if we check the same comparison with the frames, these colors are cool and soft, cool and bright. Okay, you see the difference, that these colors are okay, close enough, but not quite right. These ones are absolutely perfect. So between cool and intense and cool and soft, you are definitely cool and intense, cool and bright. Therefore, your intensity is enough to place you in the top part of the graph. It means that you belong to the winter palette. Winter, of course, winter. Welcome, Matt, to the winter family.
Thank you. So far I'm cool and bright.
Cool and bright, look.
I always knew that.
Of course. So what are we doing here, you know? Right?
Exactly.
Now that we know, Matt, that your color palette is winter, we need to explore colors and try on new colors from the winter palette. The winter palette is divided into 3 subgroups that represent the 3 main characteristics of the winter palette. So we have winter bright, winter deep, and winter cool. So the word states the main chromatic feature of each subgroup. So for example, winter bright has the brightest colors. So now we're going to have a look at the 3 subgroups on Matthew in order to see if we have a subgroup that is our favorite one, okay, the one that works especially well on him. Let's start with winter bright, and here the emerald is back.
My favorite color.
Oh, I'm very, very glad. Matt, this color suits you extremely well. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Nothing to say about this color. Lemon yellow. So yellow is actually what makes a color warm. Yellow based, we say. So why is this yellow in the winter palette? Because this yellow is, funny enough, blue based. It looks a bit acidic. It looks citrusy. This is why we call it lemon yellow. Okay. And this is an example of yellow that you can use, Matt, if you want to use a yellow. So in the big world of yellows, this is okay. This is too warm and also too soft for you.
Yeah.
Mustard, okay. A bit powdery, very delicate, and also quite golden as a yellow. Exactly what you don't want. You prefer yellows that look like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Is yellow one of the stable colors of the winter palette? No. If you want to use a yellow, this is the one though. Cyan, fantastic. And now we are in a blue-based blue area, so super clean. Your skin looks super, super clean, super fresh. Also, this color is intense enough. Very, very beautiful. Highly recommended. And magenta, even look at this one. It gives you a lot of strength. Do you use this color much?
No, not at all, unfortunately.
So from now on, yeah, don't overlook, items in these colors. So Matt, this is the winter bright subgroup. I have to say that it works super well already. And also I noticed that these colors that quite often can look a little bit too much, even on many winters, they don't look too much on you. They're very, very beautiful, very harmonious. Fantastic. So let's see what happens when we go to winter deep.
I like this color.
I know you do.
Yeah.
So of course it's part of the same family. This is a darker petroleum, but it's still a petroleum. So this color, Matt, is part of your palette. So well done. We can see why this color works super well on you. It's intense, it's rich, it's cool, and it's also a bit dark. You work well with this touch of black in the color. Violet, very nice, very, very nice. Even here we have a color that is very intense, very strong. deeper, okay, because it has that hint of black in it, and it's also cool. So it's perfect. This is a very winter color. Orchid. Wow, okay. So orchid is still part of the magenta family, but it's darker. This is the pure hue, the pure color, magenta, and this is magenta plus black. Okay, let's do this comparison. Of course, here we are comparing two winter colors. Of course, they both work because you're winter. Okay. So now we're looking for your best subgroup. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't use the other two. So if we find that you're winter bright, for example, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't use winter deep, because as you can see, even winter deep works very well. But what I'm seeing is that they actually both work super well. Not exactly in the same way because they are different colors. So of course this one pushes towards the high level of intensity that you have, and it doesn't look too much. This one looks a little bit more elegant. So with this touch of black, okay, the colors are a bit less energetic and vibrant like Winter Bright, but they look a little bit more refined. Very good. And it's a 50-50 between these two at the moment. And black, okay. You use black a lot, I know. It suits you very well. So if there's someone who can use black very well, it's you. So keep using black. Please don't forget about all of the other different colors that you have in the winter palette. Technically, this palette is not working better than Winter Bright, is not working worse than Winter Bright. We are in a 50-50 situation here. And now, Matt, we analyze the third subgroup of the winter palette, which is Winter Cool. With Winter Cool, we're going a little bit cooler, of course, and also a little bit softer compared to Winter Deep and, of course, Winter Bright. We start with this color that is fantastic on you, cobalt blue. Look at this. Cobalt blue is one of the most winter colors you can find because it represents the three characteristics of the winter palette in the same way. It's very cool, it's very intense, but it's also quite dark. Okay, this is not a light color, it's a deep color. It's in Winter Cool because it's a blue-based blue, okay? But this is a color that works on all winters. Very, very nice, love it. Navy blue. We had a look at navy blue during the undertone phase. Fantastic. And this is another beautiful neutral that you can use with black. Cherry red, look at this one, fantastic. This is the red for you. Remember that your reds should remind you of berries. Okay. And your reds should not remind you of spices, like paprika. Okay, after cherry we have pine green. Very, very nice. So this color is, as you can see, quite soft for a winter palette. This is the softest color that we analyze within the winter family. And I have to say that here we are a bit on the limit of too soft for you. I mean, this is still fine, this is perfect. I wouldn't go softer, okay, with you. So, for example, if we compare green and green, so this is cool and very bright. This is medium-high in intensity, but very cool. So the undertone here is perfect. I also love the fact that this color is a little bit darker compared to this one, but intensity-wise, this one works quite better compared to pine green, okay? That looks, as I said, on the border of being too soft. Of course, Matt, I'm being very specific. I'm comparing two greens within the winter palette. They both work. This is a green that I wouldn't recommend to you. Okay, olive green. Look at this. This palette also is absolutely fantastic on you. I really, really like it. The only thing that I notice as an analyst is that this is your limit in terms of intensity. This works very well. I wouldn't go softer. Now, let me do one test. So far, everything has been quite balanced, quite even. So, cyan from Winter Bright. and cobalt from winter cool. Cobalt and cyan. Cobalt works a bit better, this one. Why does this color work a little bit better than cyan? This one is darker. Yes, this one is darker. So cobalt blue represents the three characteristics of the winter palette better than cyan, because cyan lacks that depth, okay? While cobalt blue is cool, bright and deep, while this is cool, bright and light, okay? So let's say that this is even a more centered color in the winter palette compared to cyan. Okay. So Matt, I didn't tell you the whole truth at the start. So I told you that the winter palette is divided into 3 subgroups, and that we wanted to find the subgroup that works especially well on you. There's a case though where you can't determine that a person belongs to a specific subgroup. You don't find that one of the 3 works obviously better than the other 2. And this is the case of true seasons. So there's a chance that you are a true winter. So a winter who can use winter bright, winter deep and winter cool in the same way without having their own area of preference, okay? And it looks like we're going towards that direction. So I want to do a couple more tests to verify. So if you're winter bright, you're close to spring bright, or you can steal colors from spring bright. Okay, we're already starting to warm, okay? I don't think that you are close to the border with this color. Actually, I would not recommend it to you. Ferrari red, once again, this yellowish tone on your skin, okay, so not cool enough. This is nice, so this is a blue. It's warm, technically, but it's still a blue and it's intense, so you can get away with it. Royal blue, so I'm going to save this one for you. No, thanks.
Much better with the blue.
Yes, because this is way too warm. This is a yellow-based yellow, so no. It looks like this color palette is not cool enough for you, okay? It's already too warm. So this is a bit better, especially coming after the yellow, of course, but this is a warm violet. So your violet was working better. It doesn't look like your borderline with the spring palette. Also in the undertone phase, your undertone was so cool that I hardly believe that you're close to a warm season. So no spring, thanks. Let's have a look at autumn deep. Now this is going to be tough because these colors are warm and soft and you're cool and bright, so these colors are your opposite. So why am I showing these colors to you? Because they're dark, at least. Okay, so they have the depth. Teal. It's a blue-green, you can make it work, but it's not spot on. So this is you, winter. And this is teal, autumn. Okay, so when you do the swap, you can see the difference quite well. Brick red. Okay, it's dark, it's towards the deeper side, which we like, but it's too soft and too warm. Like, I definitely wouldn't see you using this color much. Warm brown. Apart from the fact that it's dark, all of the rest doesn't work. Too warm and too soft. And even this one, eggplant. Yes, it's dark, but same as the dark brown. Too warm and too soft. You really need this intensity. We're missing intensity here, as well as coolness.
Cool,
Winter violet. Autumn violet. Okay, it has this brownish touch that it's perfect on people who have a warm undertone and a low level of intensity. You're opposite. No, no, thanks. No. And now the last subgroup that we analyze outside of the winter palette is summer cool. Because if you're winter cool, you're close to summer cool. So these colors are finally correct in terms of undertone. They're blue-based, but they're going to be soft and also light. Already too dull. It's fun, already too dull.
It works in terms of undertone, and I can see that.
Yes.
But yeah, it is dull.
It's
I understand what you
it's
mean.
a bit weak, and also consider that this is the most intense area of the summer palette. Same undertone, perfect, but a bit too weak.
Yeah.
Look, this one is a little bit better in terms of intensity, especially because it comes after these two. Of course, you work better with darker colors, but also this looks better in terms of intensity, but it's not. Your level of intensity is compatible with this color, magenta. Savoy, look, we can save Savoy exactly as we saved the royal blue in Spring Bright. Okay, so when it comes to blue-based blues, guys, it's the comfort zone for winters. So it's all right. We can save Savoy. So Matt, the first subgroup that we analyzed in the winter palette was Winter Bright, with the brightest colors of the winter palette. As you can see, these colors are super pure. They don't include any gray, and they don't look too heavy or overpowering. They look super in harmony with your colors. So very, very good start with Winter Bright. We analyzed colors from Winter Deep, with the darkest colors of the palette. And even these ones don't look too dark on you, okay, which is sometimes the risk, especially with black.
Which I always wear.
And you wear it very well. Last subgroup was Winter Cool, with the coolest colors. And even these ones are not too cool. Some winters don't have the need to go this cool, but you definitely work super well with the iciest colors of the palette. But there's a very nice balance with your skin and all of the colors from the winter palette. Okay, so you are an example of a person who can use Winter Cool, Winter Deep and Winter Bright without having a strong preference for one subgroup. Okay, so you pretty much access all of the colors from the winter palette in the same way. Here it is. This is the true winter palette. So it's a mix of Winter Cool, Winter Deep and Winter Bright. So Matt, the analysis is finished. What do you think? Are you happy about being true winter?
I'm super happy to be true winter. I'm cool and bright.
Yes, and also deep.
And also deep.
And also
Beautiful.
deep, and also deep. So yeah, we had an idea about you being winter, but I'm very happy that we could verify and test with the drapes, because once again, if you don't do it properly with the drapes, you cannot be 100% sure. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. Thank you so much for your support. Please consider to visit our website, coloranalysis.au, if you're interested in discovering your own colors. Remember that we offer face-to-face services here in Melbourne, Australia, and also online analysis for people from all over the world. Also, if you like what we do on YouTube, please subscribe. Remember to subscribe to our channel.
And put a like as well.
Exactly, and put a like and a thumbs up. It's very important for us that you subscribe to the channel if you'd like to do so. Guys, I'm going to see you very soon on this channel with more videos. Bye bye!